Nicole Smith
and Steve Kime
from Blood and Iron Martial Arts.
In today's video, we're going to bring you another cross-concept training.
We're going to show you how two very different weapons can be very similar in certain ways.
The longsword
and the rapier.
While the difference in cutting potential of these two weapons is obvious,
you may be surprised to see how similar their thrusting potential is.
Let's have a look.
The first technique we're going to look at is displacing a midline thrust. As it comes in, I'm going to take it offline with the false edge of my sword. Once I've done that, I'm going to roll it around to the true edge to complete my thrust. I'm going to keep my offhand up just in case.
With the longsword, the actions are performed in much the same way. As the thrust comes in, I bring my false edge of my longsword up to deflect my opponent's tip. Once it's no longer a threat, I step out and I rotate into a crossed ox position. If I do this correctly, I will have trapped my opponent's blade between my crossguard and my blade, and I will have my tip online for a counter thrust, exactly like with the rapier.
For this next technique, I'm going to borrow from Calvafero's manuscript, defending against a low-line thrust. As the thrust comes in, I'm going to drop my tip down, true edge of my blade against his sword. I'm going to pop my tip back out, as forward, just so I can make the thrust to his midsection.
With a longsword, while the low-line thrust does not happen as frequently, the response to it is done in the same fashion as with the rapier. As the thrust comes in, I rotate my true edge so that my tip is down, displacing my opponent's tip. Once I've done this, I drive forward and down into my plow position, bringing my tip online for a counter thrust. As you can see, many of the thrusting fundamentals can be universal across both of these weapon sets.
These are just a couple of examples. There are plenty more that we just don't have time to cover in one video.
We hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe.
And as always, a big thank you to our Patreon supporters. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
If you enjoy the content that we produce and want to join one of our live online classes, please click the link below.
And if you'd like to join one of our in-person classes, we're accepting students at our Mid-Island location. Information posted below.
And as we always say,
if you don't put in the training, you won't get the result.